What makes a society strong? Is it wealth, power, technology, or is it something much deeper? Imagine a world where every person receives what they deserve, where the rich and poor are treated equally, where truth is valued above personal gain. That world is built upon one timeless principle: justice. Today we explore the meaning of justice through a powerful story, teachings from the Qur'an and Hadith, historical examples, insights from world religions, modern society, and practical ways to become a more just person. This is not just a lesson about law, it is a lesson about character. The story of Abu Saleh. In the corner of a busy marketplace stood a small family-owned shop. The owner was Abu Saleh, a humble merchant known for his honesty. Every day he measured rice, spices, and grains with the same scale, never less, never more. One day a neighboring merchant said, "Why not reduce the measurements a little? Nobody will notice." Abu Saleh smiled and replied, "Allah notices. That is enough." One afternoon, an elderly woman entered his shop. She asked for half a kilogram of rice. Abu Saleh measured it carefully. Then, remembering the teachings of generosity, he quietly added extra rice and paid the difference from his own pocket. Years later, government inspectors arrived to investigate corruption in the market. Many merchants were exposed, some cheated customers, others manipulated their scales. When inspectors examined Abu Saleh's business, every customer gave the same answer: "I have never been cheated here." His shop received official recognition for integrity. That evening, Abu Saleh reflected, "Justice is not found only in heroic acts. It lives in the small choices we make every day, especially when nobody is watching." What is justice? Justice is the moral principle of fairness. In Arabic, it is called adl mamdi. Justice means giving every person what they rightfully deserve. Three pillars support justice: equality, treating people fairly regardless of wealth, race, status, or background; impartiality, refusing to let emotions, relationships, or personal interests influence the truth; accountability, accepting responsibility for our actions and protecting the rights of others. Justice versus greed. Justice and greed cannot coexist. Justice says, take only what belongs to you. Greed says, take as much as you can. Greed often hides behind ambition, behind power, behind wealth, behind success. But whenever someone's rights are sacrificed for personal gain, justice begins to disappear. And when justice disappears, societies begin to collapse. Justice in the Quran. The Quran repeatedly commands believers to uphold justice. Surah An-Nahl 1690. Allah commands justice, kindness, and generosity. This verse is considered one of the most comprehensive ethical teachings in Islam. Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:8. Believers are instructed to remain just even toward people they dislike. Hatred must never become an excuse for injustice. Surah An-Nisa 4:58. Allah commands people to return trust to their owners and judge fairly. Surah An-Nisa 135. One of the strongest commands regarding justice: stand firmly for justice, even if it is against yourself, your parents, or your relatives. Justice is not about convenience, it is about truth. Justice in the teachings of Prophet Muhammad. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized justice in every aspect of life. He said, "The just will be seated upon pulpits of light near Allah." Sahih Muslim. He also warned, oppression will become darkness on the day of judgment. Sahih Muslim. The Prophet taught fairness among children, honesty in testimony, and justice in leadership. In Islam, justice is not optional. It is a sacred responsibility. Great examples of justice in Islamic history: Umar ibn al-Khattab, R.A. A Christian citizen was beaten by the son of a governor. When Umar learned about it, he summoned both men. He ordered the victim to strike back equally. Then he declared, "Since when have you enslaved people when their mothers gave birth to them free?" These words became one of history's greatest declarations of justice. Ali ibn Abi Talib war Ara'u. Ali once found his lost armor in the possession of a Jewish man. They went to court. The judge requested evidence. Ali's witness was his own son. The judge ruled that the testimony was insufficient. The verdict favored the Jewish man. Ali accepted the decision. Witnessing such fairness, the Jewish man embraced Islam. Justice in world religions. Justice is a universal value. Christianity. Act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Micah 6:8. Judaism. Justice stands at the center of Jewish law and tradition. Hinduism. The concept of dharma emphasizes righteousness and moral order. Buddhism. Compassion, balance, and non-harm form the foundation of justice. Sikhism. Equality and service are essential expressions of justice. Across civilizations, one principle remains: treat others the way you wish to be treated. How to become a just person. Practical steps: examine your actions daily, control anger before making decisions, practice empathy. Be honest in small matters, learn about rights and responsibilities, surround yourself with ethical people. Justice begins long before the courtroom. It begins in the heart. The rewards of justice. Justice brings trust, respect, strong relationships, business success, social influence, inner peace. Research consistently shows that trustworthy individuals and organizations perform better in the long term. Integrity is one of the most valuable currencies in life. But the greatest reward is with Allah. The Quran states, "Indeed, Allah loves those who act justly." Conclusion. Let's return to Abu Saleh's scale. That scale measured more than rice. It measured character. Justice is not merely a legal concept, it is a way of life. It means being honest when no one is watching, telling the truth when it is difficult, protecting the weak when you have power, and standing for what is right, even when it costs you something. Because civilizations are not built by wealth alone. They are built by justice, and every act of justice brings humanity one step closer to peace. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.